What's up, Algebra 2? Here we are with Law of Cosines, Day 1. Okay, Law of Cosines looks a little bit different than the Law of Sines. It's a lot longer, a lot more letters. Okay, we got c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of c. Okay, and then we have these other versions of it. Okay, it's not that I'm asking you to know 3 formulas. We're just going to know one and be able to rearrange it. So the letter over here by itself is the missing side that you're trying to find, and the other two are the ones that you know. And then the angle is the angle between the two sides you know, which should be across from the missing side. Alright, so using Law of Cosines to find a missing side, this is a situation you would use when it's side, angle, side. Could not use the law of sines here because I don't have a matching pair. I have 5, but I don't have the angle across from it. 7, but I don't have the angle across from it. 35 degrees, but I don't have the side across from it. So we could not set up the law of sines. So it's just going to be the law of cosines possible here. So side C is what I'm looking for. So we got c squared equals the two sides that I do have, 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7 times cosine of the angle we have in between, 35 degrees. Definitely have to have all that shown and written out for your test. Then we just type that in. 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7 times the cosine of 35. Okay, we got 16.65 dot 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 dot. Okay, we're just going to write down 16.6 or 16.66 or whatever you want to write. We're going to write that down, the rounded answer down. Okay? Then, when we go to do the square root, because it's c squared, I'm going to actually do the square root of that whole number. Okay? Second square root, second answer, second negative sign is going to give me answer, which pulls the last answer down into there. So it's going to do all those decimals. And we got 4.08, or round it to 4.1. Depending on what the directions say to do. So we got 4.1. Alright? Then let's go get angle A. Oh, the nice part about law of cosines, you only have to do it once, and then you switch to the law of sines. Okay? So let's go get A. Sine of A over 7 equals sine of 35 over 4.1. Okay, we should be getting good at this. We're going to multiply both sides by 7. 7 times sine of 35, close your parentheses, divided by 4.1, and we'll do second sine inverse of second answer again, using that button a lot, 78.3 degrees. Okay, and then to get our last angle, we do 180 minus. And we should get 66.7. All right. Your turn. Let's see what you can do. Okay, remember, it's not the shape of the triangle is not important. Just get one drawn in there. Side A is across from angle A. There's 3, and side C is down here 5. All right. Let's see what you can do. Push pause and give it a go. All right, welcome back. Okay, we should have b squared equals 3 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 3 times 5 times the cosine of 95. And we should be getting 6.05 or 6.1 over there for b. Okay, then going in reverse order, the next biggest side is 5. So let's go get angle C next. And we should get 54.7. And that'll leave 30.3 for us for the other one, for angle A. Okay, because it's a rounded answer, if you flip-flop and go A versus C, if you change the order there, you could get slightly different answers by like maybe a full degree to a 0.5 of a degree there. All right, reverse. Going backwards. Finding an angle. Again, we find ourselves in a situation where I could not set up the law of sines if I wanted to, because we don't have any matching pairs. Okay? So we have to use the law of cosines, and we're going in reverse. And the key here is to use the biggest angle first. Well, how do you know which one's the biggest angle? Think back to geometry. The biggest angle is across from the biggest side. So we want A first, which means 20 is the one that's by itself. 20 squared equals 12 squared plus 17 squared minus 2 times 12 times 17 times the cosine of angle A. Alright, we need that written down. Okay, next, we're going to subtract the two plus ones over, right? It's 12 squared plus 17 squared. We're going to subtract those over. So 20 squared minus 12 squared minus 17 squared. We'll have negative 33. Okay, now some people like to multiply that out and leave it attached to cosine A. If you want to do that, you can. I generally don't. You can, there's nothing wrong with it. It'll be shorter right here. Okay, I leave it like that, and then I'm going to divide by that quantity. You need to use the quantity sign if you don't multiply it out. Negative 2 times 12 times 17. Okay, and again, we're just going to write like 0.08. But we're going to use our calculator. We're going to use the full answer there. Okay, so next we're going to do cosine inverse of both sides. So second cosine, second answer. Okay, that's second negative to get that answer. And we should have 85.4 degrees. Okay, keep going in reverse order, biggest to smallest. So we're going to get angle B next. Again, you do law of cosines once, and then you can switch to law of sines. So sine of B over 17 equals sine of 85.4 over 20. We're going to multiply by 17 and do the sine inverse. And we should get 57.9 degrees for B. And then we'll do 180 minus, and we should get 36.7 for C. If we do 180 minus the angles we already have. All right, your turn. Push pause and give that next one a go. All right, let's see how you did. Okay, we got all three sides given to us. So we're going to use our law of cosines in reverse. Biggest one first. So the biggest number is 14. Across from 14 is angle A. 101.5 if you go in reverse. So here's another little trick I do. 14 squared minus 8 squared minus 10 squared. Then divide by -2 times 8 times 10, and then cosine inverse, and we should be at 101.5. Then you can switch gears back to the law of sines, and we're going to do biggest ones. The next biggest one is 10 with angle B, and we'll be at 44.4. And 180 minus, and our angle C is going to be 34.1. All right, there it is, folks. Good luck with your homework. Let me know if you have any questions.